Everywhere you look online, you're seeing or hearing about NFTs. What in the world are they? Some people say NFTs are an amazing investment that could make you a lot of money. We didn't really understand all the hype or even what they were. So we went and did a little bit of research on our own and tried to wrap our minds around exactly what the NFT phenomenon is all about, so we could pass this information on to all of you. By the end of this video, we hope you'll have at least a little bit of knowledge, and just maybe you'll want to invest some of your money and get involved in this brand new marketplace. Or maybe you won't. That choice will be yours alone. NFTs, what are they, and should we get involved? This is the MoonShot Money channel. I'm Chase Vickers. Are you ready? Let's go. A 2019-2020 LeBron James NBA Top Shot NFT sold in February for $208,000. Huh? Say what? A short video clip sold for over 200 grand? That, my friends, is a little over the top. The craziest part of everything I'm getting ready to tell you is this: there is absolutely nothing tangible to an NFT itself. There's no real tangible property. There's no cash flow, no dividends, no nothing. NFTs are only digital assets. If anything is digital in substance, then it can be made into an NFT, even a tweet. I guess when the Twitter CEO heard about this, he thought to himself, show me the money. Jack Dorsey sold the very first ever published NFT. The final bid was, are you ready for this? $2.9 million. The tweet simply said this: just setting up my TWTTR. It was published on March 21st, 2006 for $2.9 million. Are you kidding me? $2.9 million for that. Is this a bubble? Is this even real? Is this a new asset class? Is this the Twilight Zone? The only way to know for sure is to do a little bit of research and try to figure out what in the world is actually going on here. Before we dive into all this head first, let me ask you to help us out and help this channel out by hitting that like button down below. If you haven't yet, we'd love to have you subscribe and ring that bell to join the Moon Crew. Follow us over on Twitter at MoonShot Money 1 for between video thoughts and important investing information. A digital piece of art? That doesn't even sound right. Can't anyone see it online? Can't anyone just print it out and hang it on their own wall? Why would anyone buy a digital piece of art? These are legitimate questions for sure. Let's start right here. What is an NFT? An NFT stands for Non-Fungible Token. Thanks, Chase. Can you please elaborate? Well, an artist or creator will use a cryptocurrency like Ethereum and place it inside what's called a smart contract on the blockchain. They can then name it whatever they want to name it, like say MoonShot Money coin. And then from this point, they can attach anything that's digital to the newly minted token. Things like a tweet, a piece of art, or a video clip. At this point, they can actually put it on the open market to sell. That, my friends, is my very best effort at a watered down explanation of an NFT. Now, the reason some of these tokens have any value at all is very important to understand, because something very different is happening here. You know this, but for the record's sake, for anything to have great collectible value, two things have to exist. One, rarity or scarcity, and two, desirability or demand. This is true for, say, sports cards, Civil War memorabilia, art, or any kind of ephemera. Wait just a minute though. If an item is digital, can't you just print more? How could it be rare? Can't the artist just replicate the digital piece over and over and dilute the original's value? You would think that the answer would be yes. The answer is actually no, not the original, for the same reason there are only 21 million Bitcoins, or the fact of transactions being uniquely time-stamped on the blockchain. Once an NFT has been minted, it's the only one, uniquely dated and time-stamped as the first and only of its kind. I think we know what happens to a one-of-a-kind when people want it. It's the very same thing happening with these NFTs. This is an incredible new way for artists to sell their work. Creators are making these digital pieces even more desirable by attaching some kind of invitation or experience, or maybe a memento to the NFT to make it more real to the buyer. So is it worth buying an NFT, or are we just helping these digital creators get richer and richer? We think the answer lies in this. You must first learn the market, understand the nuances, and buy the right items from the right artists. It's easier said than done, of course. Here are a few things to think about before you buy. Is the artist already famous? Do people know the creator? A second move is buying something that is the first one. That simply by itself will make the value rise over time. Think of the crypto kitties. Have you ever heard of them? It actually sounds pretty hilarious hearing myself say crypto kitties. But they were one of the first NFTs ever created. So even though they are simple and kind of cheesy, they were the first one. Then there are the crypto punks. According to a Larva Labs article, the crypto punks are 10,000 uniquely generated characters. No two of them are exactly alike, and each of them can be officially owned by a single person on the Ethereum blockchain. Originally, they could be claimed for free by anybody with an Ethereum wallet, but all 10,000 were quickly claimed. Now they must be purchased from the owner through the marketplace that's also embedded in the blockchain. Through this marketplace, you can buy, bid on, and offer punks for sale. CryptoPunks were another first NFT of their kind, and many have sold for over $100,000. This is just insane. Now, when you think about everything that is digital now, and then consider all the things that will be digital in the future, the NFT possibilities are almost endless. Music, video, text, photos, art, audio speeches, and on and on. What industries are going to potentially be hot so you can be on the lookout for money multiplying NFTs? Think sports. The NBA has already created a product market called NBA Top Shots, where you can buy packs of video clips of players and plays, much like we used to buy packs of sports cards. Top Shots are heating up too. Now, will the NFL and MLB follow the NBA's lead here? Probably. What about golf? Maybe NASCAR? Could you imagine actually owning one of those iconic video clips of Tiger Woods winning the Masters? Now maybe you can begin to understand where all this may be headed. This is a brand new way for athletes to monetize themselves into the future. Those dynamic Super Bowl or World Series moments may turn into millions for certain star performers. The possibilities are actually endless here. Performers, artists, creators, they all can get perpetual royalties of 10, 15, or 20% every single time an NFT exchanges hands. That is a game changer. Another area to watch out for is the music industry. Entertainers have really suffered through this pandemic. They've been missing out on countless concert or live performance opportunities. So think about the NFTs for them. Let's say a famous singer turns a music video or a live performance of an iconic song into an NFT with an experience attached to the NFT, like meeting that artist in person. The performer just found a new way to monetize themselves like never before. So, is this just crazy nonsense, or are we actually at the very beginning of something huge here? In our honest opinion, we think that we are at the very beginning of something extremely special. Collectibles have been around for hundreds of years. People collect absolutely everything. If Michael Jordan's Gem Mint 10 rookie card is worth over $700,000 each, and there's more than one, you can see what might happen when artists, performers, and athletes begin to release their first NFTs that are one of a kind. Rookie NFTs, so to speak. Someone paid over $4.5 million at a charity auction to have lunch with Warren Buffett last year. So you can see that all industries could explode into NFTs. Astronauts, business moguls, royalty, presidents, world leaders, scientists. The possibilities are endless for people to monetize themselves and their creations or performances, and investors can own pieces of digital history. How much would Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech be worth if it were tokenized and available to be owned? Millions, I'm sure. Technology needs to catch up and make this easy and understandable for everybody, but right now it's still a little crunchy. If you want to buy an NFT, the first thing you have to do is set up an account with one of the NFT marketplaces like Nifty Gateway, Rairible, or OpenSea. Just check them all out and then pick one. Next, you have to fund the account. You can use MetaMask to set up a wallet and fund it through Coinbase. This can be a little tricky if you want to use Ethereum that you already own. The easier way is to simply connect your bank account or say your debit card so that you can fund your new account right away. That's all pretty simple to do, but you'll have to give up some of your personal information this way, but that's all pretty standard. Let me now share with you what can happen if you're at the right place at the right time. Until October of last year, Mike Winkelmann, the digital artist that many of you may have heard of as BEEPLE, had ever sold one of his prints for was $100. $100. That is all changed now though. Recently, an NFT of his work sold for, are you ready, $69 million at Christie's. That sale alone positioned him among the top 3 most valuable living artists, according to the auction house. Turning his work into an NFT made all the difference. Here's how an article from The Verge described NFTs and what happened to Mr. Winkelmann. NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, are unique files that live on a blockchain and are able to verify ownership of a work of digital art. Buyers typically get limited rights to display the digital artwork they represent, but in many ways they are just buying bragging rights in an asset that they may be able to resell later on. The technology has absolutely exploded over the past few weeks, and Winkelmann, more than anyone else, has been able to be at the forefront of its rapid rise. He showed us this collage, and that was my eureka moment when I knew this was going to be extremely important. Noah Davis, a specialist in a post-war and commentary art at the Christie's, told The Verge. It was just so monumental and so indicative of what NFTs can do. And $69 million later, we're all left shaking our heads. Well, there you have it. Are you thinking about buying or collecting some NFTs? Do you think this is all just craziness or nonsense? Hopefully, as we wind down this video, you're a little bit more informed about this new budding potential asset class. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments below, and we can all learn from each other here. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and ring that bell. Make sure you follow us over on Twitter at MoonShot Money 1 for between video ideas and retweets of fast-moving information. Earn more, save more, invest more, and give more. And remember, if you're not interested in your money, someone else is. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you on the moon.